comma, gotta get it.
And welcome once again to the Condors Esports Hub. As per usual, gamers be gaming, and we're here to watch the Condors one final time before we hit the weekend and playoffs begin for all of our teams next week. We'll have more information on that later on once we figure out our playoff schedules, but for now, I finally found the thing I've been searching for. I've been wandering around the hub all week, and I found some Rocket League. We're going to be watching some Rocket League tonight, of course, with the boys that you know and love. Before we go and talk to them before their match, though, I do want to take a look at their season in NECC so far and how that's been going. It's been going wonderful, and in fact, they've actually locked themselves in at second seed, 5-1. Durham College, down at 3-3, cannot catch up to us at all, regardless of their last match either. And no one else is even close to us past that. So yeah, Conestoga doing a wonderful job. Unfortunately, Daytona just a little bit out of the reach. So our match today is going to be a little more laid back, a little more relaxed. It is a best of 7 here, but we're hoping to be able to get that done in a 4-0. But of course, the only way to check that out is to get closer and closer to the match and actually play it. So before we jump into it, I'm going to get the vibes from the players themselves. While I walk over there, let's take a closer look at them, and we'll be over there with an interview with Chunk before the game. As I promised you, hanging out with Chunk before the matchup here, I was just saying, you know, you guys are locked in at number 2. So obviously, I expect vibes coming in this to be kind of a laid back, just have fun.
Yeah, even in our scrim just that we had before, we're kind of having a little bit of fun, but we also have a lot of school stuff, so we haven't been playing Rocket League too much, at least for myself. But yeah, I had to finish like 3-4 assignments in the past 2 days. But overall, we're feeling pretty good as long as we lock in, and then we're gonna have fun with it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the biggest thing is like you don't want to slack too much because also with playoffs and all that coming forward, right?
Yeah, exactly, and that's like I had 4 things due this Sunday, so I was really trying to get that fair, but. Yeah, as long as we lock in and we just put the time in, we should be fine.
Hey, well, again, it sounds like it's going to be fun vibes today. I wish you luck. Now, before we get into it, you've been revoked privilege. Do you want to stand up for a second? Yeah, we're going to give you a chance to get your mic privileges back. Do you have anything to say?
Meow.
All right, it sounds like it's time. He's got his privileges back. It's time for the team to get in. Good vibes. Let's head over to the casting booth with Cove and Chaos.
I don't know about you, but to me it sounded like he was trying not to swear again.
You could see the thought process starting.
And if you didn't already know, this is, of course, Curtis Cove Kongs, joined by Willow Mute Chaos Bridges. And like you already know, we're here for some Rocket League action against Carleton University, the Ravens tonight. But of course, the more exciting part was the interview. The players loosey-goosey going up into this matchup. The Carleton Ravens, I'm not sure if you saw or not, 1-5 on the standings. Conestoga, 5-1.
Yeah.
Little nice flip-flop there, I like to call it.
And it's reflection.
Yeah, that's another word for it. I would say so. Yeah, I mean, mathematically, yes, correct.
Mathematically.
Yeah, because reflection's a mathematical term. But anywho, that's neither here nor there. What is here is we just heard the Chunk talk to us on stream, talking about doing his assignments, not playing too much Rocket League because, of course, we are student athletes here. We're student casters in the booth. And that leads to this kind of getting put on the back burner sometimes. As you heard from Chunk, he said he had to do 4 assignments in the last 2 days. Now,
We got lucky.
no. You know why? It's because he waited till the assignments were due to turn them
He
in.
definitely did.
We both know this as someone who does the same as Chunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guarantee you he had like 2 to 3 weeks to work on these
He just
assignments.
kept staring. I got another day.
Yeah, I got tomorrow. I got
I got like 5 hours. I'll be fine.
But you heard in the interview, smiles, happiness. These guys are pretty carefree today.
I would hope so. Hopefully not too carefree, though.
That's what I was thinking. Especially I was thinking going up against a team that they're maybe not giving the respect they deserve. Especially in an instance where they talked about how their scrim was even a little goofy, so to
Yeah.
say.
Oh, we have a Coach Herd cam.
We got the full reaction cams out tonight, except Coach Hurd looks like he's stuck in 2009.
He's got a little bit of a potato over there. It's okay.
Oh, I love this. The new reaction cams that we got going after big goals, after big moments. We get to see some of the guys. And, of course, the team this semester, Chunk and 80, as you have known, Cyber joining them and playing great since doing so. And then Coach Hurd, of course, chopping off the mop. And it seems
Yeah.
to be a good luck charm.
It seems to, it really is, honestly. He should. I told him, I was like, just keep shaving it. Every like month, like just shave it again.
I thought you were going to say every win, shave it shorter till he's
That
down,
you know what?
down
No,
to the
that's
skull.
that's a better idea.
Yeah.
One day we'll put Lo Paczynski in there, and you won't even know that it's actually just her.
Just body doubles
Yeah.
in the Esports Hub. I think our next candidate for that is 80. He's been letting the hair grow out. And
Yeah.
maybe that's his superstition. Hair grows out while they're playing well. So
Maybe.
if they lose tonight, we're going to walk in there with razors.
It's on site.
Shave his head off. Because the guys tonight, of course, loosey-goosey attitude. They're pretty excited to get into this game. Well, is there anything, you're looking for in this game? Anything in particular? Or are you still trying to pick up a little bit more about Rocket League?
I'm definitely still trying to pick up a little bit more. I've yet to actually pick it up myself. So
Well, you got to do that. And if you haven't picked up Rocket League yourself at home and you want to learn a little bit more and not from us here yapping about it, well, here's a game explainer for you.
Welcome to Rocket League, where soccer meets rocket-powered cars. 3 players hit the field against a team of 3 others. The job is simple. Put the ball in your opponent's net. After 5 minutes of gameplay, whoever has the most goals wins. If you're tied, we get overtime. With infinite time on the clock, it now comes down to whoever scores first. Rocket League may look simple, but it has a high skill ceiling. Rocket League is all about mastering physics. Every move, pass, and shot is completely player controlled. No buttons here to auto pass to teammates. Grab some boost pads around the arena to fill up your tank. Then jump, tilt back, and use that power to fly through the air. Just don't get demoed. Also, there's hats. Lots of hats.
There are lots of hats.
lots of hats.
Like TF2 all over again. As the game is getting very close, Carleton and Conestoga, both teams frothing at the mouth to get at each other here. Like rabid dogs.
Rabid birds? Can birds get rabies? Is that a thing? I'm actually really curious now.
I'm sure they can. Either way, the Condors. Oh, yeah, it is a matchup between birds, not dogs. Wow. But no, we're about to have a matchup of the birds. Who's the biggest bird?
The Condors, I
The
hope.
Condors. Well, we're very close to finding out. Of course, game explainer there for you. It's just the basics, of course. As we get into the game, you'll be seeing some high-level tactics get busted out. I'm looking for some passing plays. I'm looking for something a little, crisp.
We want to see 80 actually land one of those pitch shots that he's been
Yeah.
trying so desperately to do.
No, that's psycho.
I think he'll get it.
Now these guys, I've been watching some Rocket League memes. I get a lot of those.
Okay.
And most of them is about being grand champ and higher levels than that. And most of them I've seen a lot of meme strats actually get busted out by these guys, particularly 80. He's the type of guy to bust out some stuff where you think, why are you doing that? What are we doing? What are we? I've seen that on Instagram.
It's actually just 80 that you're watching.
Yeah, there's a real chance that he's one of those weird AI text-to-speech voices. Now that he's had his interview ban, we'll never get to find out.
Well, he's back.
He meowed.
That's how he got back.
That
was the only exception to get him back, was he just had to meow.
And here we go. The Meowsers are at it as we see 80 on the ball, trying to get it up the field. Of course, we said it before, but I'll say it again. This is Carleton versus Condors. The Condors versus the Ravens.
We see Chunk on the wall, kind of getting a little turnaround, not really sure where he's going, but Cyber is the one who takes the ball and runs it all the way to the Ravens' end of the field.
Big demo there from Chunk, going for the ball, missing it, but we'll keep the play alive as we see here Carleton, huge shot, huge goal, getting this one started out excellent. And do you see it here, this play off the wall, perfect pass out to the midfield, but there's something I do want to comment on. Something that isn't even in the long-form game explainer. As, ooh. Coach Hurt knows about the cam. He's going to be exploiting that all night.
Oh, yeah.
But something that you'll notice it while you're watching this game is that there are meta cars. Big demo comes out. There are meta cars. You see it. I don't particularly know the names of them. I know the Dominus is what Chunk drives because I used to drive that. I know the Octane is one of the other ones. I don't know what this one is called that people are driving, the SUV. But those are the 3 meta cars. The real conversation is about which one. The Fennec. There it is.
I was going to call it the Soccer Mom car.
Oh,
but,
yeah, that works too. So you got the Soccer Mom car and then the other 2. But we see here the goal scorer for the other side, Maple Bacon. He's using an off pick. He's using, you see it there. I'm not sure what it is, but I really like that. It might be the
Strat.
It might be the Strat. You're right.
Well, so far they've already gotten 1 goal, so it must be the Strat as Spoon misses
there
it.
It is.
Chunk with a long, look at her.
And a second little cheeky look as there's a long range hit off the wall, and that one just found its way in.
Maple Bacon didn't even try to save it. Maple Bacon pulled a Cyber.
He's stunned into
Shocked.
into being still. As the kickoff strat's coming out here, Spoon and the rest of Carleton going at it. The buddy boost into it, and Maple Bacon steals the goal from his friends. You see here a little buddy boost pool shot. Spoon becomes the cue ball.
80 with the whiff.
And you could tell already in the first minute 30 of this game that this is rather unserious.
Yeah, I think the brains need to start kicking in. The laughter needs to cut down as 80 sends it up.
That was pretty nice kickoff strat there, winning it back to their own corner and then trying to get that self shot off. Did not work out as the clear for Conestoga. Speaking of things that didn't work out, finding themselves back in their own zone. Good mid defense so far from the Carleton Ravens, who found themselves in the lead here as the underdogs.
Yeah, and Cyber hitting into the corner right into Maple Bacon. The car driver, we do not want to have the ball anymore. A Spoon in the Chunk, battling it out.
Great play there by Chunk off the wall just to keep that ball. The momentum moving forward. Cyber plays that to 80 in the middle of the field. 80 off the top of the crossbar. Cannot get it over to Cyber as a good defensive play. Will cut that out. That's Chunk in his own zone, trying to hit it over to Cyber, who's got no boost. Lots of players at 0 here for the Condors. 80, the only man with boost, gets off the wall, goes over to the ball, tries to play it over to Chunk, but now it's just a little bit too low, can't get over to it. I like this more from the Condors, keeping the action alive a lot more, playing more passing lanes, playing more east-west, and it just does not work out. That would have been beautiful if 80 had put that thing in.
Would have been nice and clean, but Maple Bacon, like we said, the player we don't want to see it, battling it out with Cyber here in the Condors' end of the field as Condors managed to finally get it to the Ravens and Cyber sends it in.
I'm sorry, but 80, you madman. The perfect demo. I couldn't even contain myself. 80 with no boost launches himself into the remaining defender. Oh, goodness me.
He had his target locked and loaded. He knew exactly who he wanted. And originally, you could see him go for the ball and see the player just go, I won't.
I know what's needed of me. I know what's needed. As here's 80 with that boost, trying to hit that off the wall to himself, getting that self-rebound. Cannot get it to go. Condors found themselves in the attacking zone again. 80 going back for a boost. We'll leave it for Chunk, who gets it off the wall and an awkward angle. Not quite went where he was expecting it to, but the Condors playing some good mid-defense here. That's been the #1 adjustment I've seen so far.
A lot of airplay going on here from both teams.
That's normal.
Yeah, but it's a lot more than I feel like we normally see. I feel like we're just constantly floating. We're little fairies today.
We did have that happen last game that we got to commentate. I think it was against Durham College.
I think so.
That was a good 6-game series. Of course, the chunk before that game perfectly predicted it to go 6. This one, we got no player predictions, but we did get a Leaf prediction for nothing. But with this score and this play by Spoon, it could be different, as that's a beautiful follow-up there by Calabaster.
Chunk with the assist.
Unfortunately. Unfortunately, played right out with that save with no real speed to it. And no one there to back him up as he was the last line of defense. 3-2 for Carleton.
They're showing they're the smarter bird right now.
Oh, the smarter bird, the bigger bird, as the kickoff strats
Oh,
perfect for
no.
Carleton again. Now that's where you call him the smartest bird, as that was a really smart play there. Played off,
Cyber.
just couldn't get to it in time. That's the trap, going for that boost. Of course, that's standard play. Go for that boost in the corner. Just such a
The
lucky.
last-minute demo.
It's called mind games.
Right.
It's just good positioning there. A good bounce off the ball on the kickoff, as 80 will not be the first for this ball. Maple Bacon, who's been playing excellent so far, comes in, gets to that thing first. Low wall pinch to try to get this thing centered up again. Cannot do so with Conestoga now coming down into that orange zone. That's going to be off net. 80, though, the rebound hit off the post. Could not get that one centered up for Cyber. Leaves it for Chunk, but good mid defense from Carleton will keep this thing pumping into the blue zone.
And in 40 seconds, the Condors have to get 2 whole goals.
Yeah, they've put themselves in a tough situation here if they want to get back into this first game.
Yeah, I think the Ravens might run away with it.
Well, we'll see here. Lots can change in 30 seconds, but the Ravens have been in the attacking zone for the last 15 seconds, and they don't seem to let up at all. Centering attempt, but gets blocked by the last remaining Condor. That one sent into the corner and brought back by Maple Bacon. Beautiful give and go. Just misses the net, but we're seeing something from the Ravens that I don't think the Condors were ready for.
Not at all. I think the Condors also came into this, as we mentioned, a little unserious, a little goofy, and we've kind of seen what comes of that now.
As we see, clock ticks down. Condors going for any last opportunity here with 0 seconds left. Ball hits the ground, and there it is. Carleton comes out and plays really well. Real phenomenal from Maple Bacon. Big hat trick to sit down Conestoga in the first game.
Yeah, Maple Bacon is clean with it, crispy.
You might say. Really nice aerials. To your point, the game, while it wasn't more in the air, it just was cleaner in the air. So
Yeah.
everything felt so much more distinct.
Yes.
That's where
Everyone
yeah.
had their moment.
Exactly. Whereas and by had their moment, everyone was like being very deliberate with the ball. They were passing it back and forth. Lots of when I say east-west, north-south is when you go long ways on the field. East-west is when you're making passes that go across the field, across that midcourt line.
Yeah.
It's trying to set up your teammates, and they've been doing an excellent job. Both teams have, in all fairness, but just Carleton, they've been having that ball luck as well to go along with it.
They have, and Maple Bacon almost sending it in front of the Condors net, who manages to get it slightly to at least the midline. Cyber, who was trying to run with it, Spoon misses it in the air as Chunk sends it over.
Out front, 80 is going to be in a good spot for that, but cannot get to it. It's a unfortunate for Conestoga because that finds the ball ranging back over into their own zone, but Cyber keeps on working the good little bump there, but gets hit by a defending Raven. Chunk goes up for it after Spoon misses the defensive try. That one hits off the post. The new post sound as 80 scores. Oh, brother, that was a tough one. That one took a lot of luck, a lot of chances, and of course,
3
Kieran
defenders missing it.
hearing the all-new post and crossbar sounds
Tink.
that were added in this update. Of course, it's very recent into the new update. Season 18 has just come out for Rocket League. Now, those sounds are fun right now. Players will grow to hate them as the season goes on.
It's going to be interesting to see what they say about it.
As the play going on here, Conestoga really trying to get themselves back into a scoring position.
Ooh, Cyber.
And just like that, they will. Real quick. I could see it developing as soon as Chunk plays that there with speed. He's able to get that thing in the correct position for a very easy center. And with the defensive positioning on Carleton, it's Chunk. He knows what's up.
Yep.
It's Chunk.
And Cyber, I mean, this man has been playing with, 80 and Chunk, who've been playing for almost a year together now. So beautifully. He fit right in, a little perfect key to the lock, I think. That's a good saying.
I'd have to say so. He's been a master key to unlock the potential of this unit, potentially, as we see him here dribbling with it. Beautiful little play off the side of the card, but better defense, good positioning there as we see Carleton ranging out of their own zone. Attempted pass up, will get blocked off. Cyber in a super uncomfortable position, still comes out, makes a great play with that, but Calabaster finds it as well.
Ooh, Chunk manages to clear it, but he also gets a demo in the air.
As we've seen a couple demos come out so far in this one, 2-0 the score still, but we've seen Carleton in the attacking zone. Demolition comes out there from the Chunk and will sit down one of the remaining attackers, making this way easier for Conestoga to get out of their own zone, but with no boost. Never mind. Chunk picks up mid boost. He goes with it. The air dribble, too clean.
Sends it right in.
And look at the laughter. Look at the smile. That's a man who knows what he just did.
And that is all 3 Condors on the board with a goal.
Oh, wow.
Team Ace.
That was that was so nice. That's the thing. Chunk's still smiling after scoring that goal. Not very often we see an air dribble goal that's that pretty, as Maple Bacon just missing the down on that one. Cyber, beautiful hit there as, whew, that was almost a kickoff goal for Carleton.
There.
Yeah.
80 went for the fake, and just the way it hit off just didn't go right.
Good pass opportunity out front. Gets defeated by better defense as Maple Bacon plays this one from off the roof. Will set up Cyber, though. Bigger save from Calebster.
Yeah, it looked like Maple Bacon had a teammate fall on top of him and kept him down. Is that 80? No, Cyber that managed to slightly, ever so slightly, tap the ball. Get it off course. So we keep it over in the Ravens' center of the field.
Attempting to get some offensive opportunities. A shot on goal was given out by the game, and apparently there was a huge save there. I mean, I wouldn't say that myself. As 80 going for the demo on Spoon. We'll get the boost instead as we find ourselves in the attacking zone here. That's aggressive by Maple Bacon. That's a great pass by Maple Bacon to the other team. Coach Hurd does not look happy with that goal. He, I think Coach Hurd is upset that that happened.
Yeah, that should not have.
Yeah, none of the guys look really proud of them. Look proud of themselves at all after that. That's one where you just, you just leave it be.
That didn't actually happen. Just Photoshop it back to a 3-0.
Maple Bacon, again, playing it. They have some creative strategies. That's how I'll describe it, creative.
The strategies you least expect are the ways that you sometimes win.
If you don't know what you're doing, then that also means the opponents don't know either.
Exactly. What a way to throw someone off.
That was disgusting by 80. Setting up Chunk beautifully there, but a nice save by Calebster. Playing that one just off the crossbar. 80 on the return does the same thing. That one ranging on net. Chunk just finds it as this thing is really starting to kick off with the action. Just took to lose 4-0. Playing that one off the ground. 80 can't get to it in time, but Chunk backs it up. Hitting the goalie out of the way will leave Cyber wide open.
Some nice bumps there.
Was this 80? Yeah, was this 80 again?
Yeah, 80 bumped him.
My goodness.
Calabaster set flying.
80's gotta watch out. He's gonna be making some enemies real soon.
Even he's happy about that. I see that. I see that smile, 80.
Oh, we saw it flash for a brief moment. He's gonna get some people upset at him in real life after this. If he keeps this up.
The boys once again over in the Ravens end of the field. They're really kind of putting the pressure on, making sure that the Ravens know, hey, we're in it to win it.
Yeah, what happened in that first game?
That wasn't them.
No.
That was actually just.
That was evil Condors.
Yeah.
Oh, Chunk almost made the most incredible save I've ever seen.
Even Chunk is shocked.
Yeah, Chunk's like, how close was I? As you see him here, gets on. Oh, yeah, just not enough on that side flip. And there goes the shutout. 56 seconds left. They had no goals allowed. Of course, you can't say it before it happens.
Exactly. You don't want to jinx them. I mean, they already kind of jinxed them. Well, Brody jinxed them
super hard. Yeah. And then we saw that jinx immediately take place.
It was a little backhanded. The boys are just trying to be nice.
They were. It's called a gentleman's sweep if they then go on to win these next 4. And, that's not what I'm looking for personally. As that ball out front the orange net with 30 seconds left, the boys more or less just trying to get some style points, trying to get some final goals off. Trying not to let them score for themselves, as that's very possible still.
Yeah, you never know what can happen in a game of Rocket League.
Well, I've seen clips of people scoring 3 goals in 30 seconds, and at these players' skill levels, oh, Cyber really wanted that wall pinch to go in his favor. I'm telling you, with these players' skill levels, anything is possible, but it looks like Conestoga has this one wrapped up, and we will be seeing you in the 3rd game with a new series, tied 1-1.
I wish we had air horns.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-bow. It was a moment for it.
Exactly.
Well, you know what they say? After 1-1, it's a whole new series. It's just the best of 5 now. First of 3.
Okay. Sure.
Short memory. But that's more so the thing is if you lose the 2nd game, is you say short memory, and then you get back into the series. This one for the Condors, we need to see them just death blow. Death. That's my noise for it now.
Okay. All right.
I didn't know what other noise to make. I'm not a sound effect guy. But Condors really do need to come out here and do what they did this game 3 more times.
Yeah. Just don't let the 1 goal.
Again, okay, so the last game that we commentated last Thursday, there was something very distinct that we noticed in the first game versus every other game.
80.
Loved trying ground pinches.
He was going for, and then Coach Hurd said something and he stopped.
Had to, because that's when they started winning, is when we stopped seeing 80 nosedive at the ground. And it was great. In those 2 games, I didn't really see anything change.
You know who we did see try to do some things? Cyber with the wall pinches.
Yeah, right at the ends there. Of course, wall pinches are, they will get went for very often. People will always attempt them.
Yeah.
It is a good move. Psychos and whatnot. I mean, I think I saw Cyber try one off our own wall last game. But again, that's not really something to change because we were getting all those pinches off. And it was helping us.
I mean, if the boys get back to a 5-0, they can once again try it again. But Spoon sends it over to the Condors net as 80 is the one to clear it
I thought that had a lot more power on it.
I did too.
Yeah.
It seemed a lot faster on our side.
It did, as here we go. Maple Bacon coming up off the wall. Beautiful play by Chunk. A little bit unorthodox playing that towards his own net, but it was perfectly played as Conestoga trying to get it out of their own zone. This is something they didn't see so much from the Carltons last time, but really taking it to them, rotating super effectively for getting these mid defenses off. That instance right there, they couldn't get a shot off because Conestoga had the bumps out. I'm pretty sure it was Cyber. I love giving credits for the bumps because that's not going to come up on the scoreboard. But I'm pretty sure it was Cyber who just completely eliminated the scoring threat. And that's something that, of course, like I said, is not going to be on the scoreboard, but goes a super long way as we see 80 gang this thing over to Chunk. Beautifully passed, beautifully saved by the Carleton Ravens. Wow, that was some beautiful aerial plays back and forth as Cyber gets the flip reset off, fix that thing up, but cannot keep it going. Maple Bacon trying to preemptively play that thing in the air, cannot get it to go as Conestoga is now on their side of the field.
The pressure is definitely being put on as Chunk and Cyber and 80, all 3 of them, every player is trying to do something, but the Ravens return the ball back to their end as we once again battle it out in the corner.
Now, Conestoga did play really well in that last game. Gave me hope for a game
Chunk
like
with
this.
Michigan!
Chunk did it. I mean, if you want to call that a Michigan, you want to call that little baby flick with no boost. Whatever you do want to call it. It was beautiful. And there's the first goal of the game. It took 1 minute 30 seconds.
What am I thinking of the...
Like in
not,
hockey?
No, it was not the Michigan. It was the coast to coast.
Ah, coast to coast. From our own net into
To
theirs.
theirs.
Perfectly done.
I mean, if you could try Michigan in this, that would be cool, but that is not a thing you can do.
No, but, musty flicks kind of remind me of it, where the ball carries on your car as you flick it around.
Yeah. The Rocket League Michigan. The Michigan.
The Michigan. We've seen a couple of them get attempted so far. Not Michigans, but flicks. As Demolition comes out there from the defending side. Conestoga, what I was trying to say before Conestoga, Chunk in particular, went coast to coast with it, is that we've seen Carleton in our zone more often than we've seen Condors in theirs. And while it was still 0-0, my point was going to be eventually they're going to score. Chunk gets a flip reset. Hold on. Never mind. My point was that eventually, give them enough chances. They'll score at least one time. And then we got the first goal. And 80 got the demolition on the goalie. That ball just right through the crease. No one touched it. Look at Coach Hurd. Thank you. I'm feeling the same way. As that's close from Cyber. Really excellently tipped ball there. Good deflection as, again, the Carleton Ravens are in our zone, but they're going towards their own net with it. Shot
Cyber!
on.
Let's go!
I'm very confused. And I think these guys are too.
I don't know how that.
So Carlton was trying to play it to their own D. Like they're trying to play it back, but no one was back. And the Condors were up.
Yeah, Maple Bacon once again with a beautiful assist.
Yeah, when his team isn't scoring.
It sounds like Maple Bacon might actually be a Condor.
Well, he's been excellent so far for both teams in this one. Maybe the best Carlton Raven I've seen play, but maybe one of the better Condors is that one just off the top of the net. While we were giving Maple Bacon some credit for just playing well in general, he almost scored.
Maple Bacon is the goal scorer for the Ravens. I think he's the one that's done all of them almost, maybe except for one or two.
There was one
Spoon?
in the first game, and that
Calabaster?
goal right there.
Okay.
That was beautiful. Condors couldn't get to it. The defense, 80 was trying to do something creative with that, grinding it up the wall, just couldn't do it. And then, yeah, beautiful shot. No one really in a good defensive position. Chunk did get his car on it.
Yeah. Gotta give credit to Spoon, though, who set up that, hit it off of 80. Lined it up slightly.
Lined it up perfectly. Maple Bacon hits that thing up to himself, tries to follow it up. A good positioning for 80. A little jump off the roof will keep this thing going. Slight pinch off the wall. Keeps the momentum forward. No one hitting it. Tries to get the goalie bump. Can't do it. A little too fast. A little too much going on. Is now Maple Bacon on the return. Hits that thing off the wall. Chunk now on the roof with it. As we got a couple fairies floating around. 80 playing that thing. Tries to get a little flip reset off. Can't get it, but keeps his dribble alive. We see Conestoga absolutely turning it on as there's a demolition from Cyber. Getting a big kill off. Another demo going off as the save comes out. These demos for nothing as Carlton come back into Conestoga zone. 2-1. They just need to score one here. Another demo! Are you kidding me? That's 3 in the last 3 seconds, it feels like. As Chunk plays that beautifully. 80 cannot follow it up. That's coming off the wall nicely, though. But it's going to be hit better by the defending side. Cyber, one aerial. Follows it up, tries to get a nice little something. Can't do it, but a beautiful shot off the top of the crossbar for Chunk. Are you kidding me?
Go, Chunk!
Gets the bicycle. Oh, my goodness. This thing's kicking off in the last 20 seconds. Carlton really gunning for that last goal,
Go,
but
Chunk!
Chunk in a bear position and gets it in. Beautifully put. It's not about the power. It's about the location.
I feel like I'm watching actual soccer. I feel like my dad right now.
Getting into it as that was intense final minute of this game. Just Carlton turned it on when they really needed it.
They've really been putting the pressure on this go-round.
This is a team I theorized before the game started that Conestoga might not be giving them the respect they deserve, and I might have been right. As you see Chunk in midair trying to follow this thing up, Chunk's going to be the intended shooter, but could not get to it as Cyber now gets a little pinch off the wall, off that corner, tries to get it out front, but cannot do so as Conestoga, with 1 second left, looks to wrap this thing up, playing it off to the side of the net and off the ground for the win. Condors 2-1 in the series, 2 away from putting it, well, away.
Yeah, that was a really good round.
Yeah, and you could tell by the guys there. Of course, Cyber, stone-faced assassin. He doesn't make no reaction for us.
Hurt is stressed.
Yeah, Hurt is stressed. Chunk and 80 are smiling. That's probably why Hurt is stressed.
Because the boys are smiling?
Because they're having too much fun. It might be too much.
Ooh,
Might be
yeah,
Hurt.
but I feel like they're understanding how to,
I think Hurt's a little more stressed because we just went from winning 5-1 to only winning
3-1?
3-1, but it was 2-1 until the final minute.
That is true.
I think that's got Hurt feeling it as there's the flip reset from Cyber, tried to get that thing to go. He then ranges back, tries to get some boost before he has to make a defensive play, but the ball finds him before he can find boost. That's beautiful.
Oh.
That's so nice. That's such a nice play from Carlton. You see this goal go in. We both felt it for a minute here. Calabaster with no boost just elegantly plays that out for Maple Bacon, who has been electric on the goal-scoring end.
That was a beauty of a goal. Condors need to do it now.
There was a feeling in the air as that ball was floating down that we were seeing something really nice.
And the ball once again ending up on the Condors end of the field as the boys once again are battling it out to get it to the Ravens side. It's like goes in by Maple Bacon.
All right, we're gonna hit a little rewind. We're gonna hit a little rewind here to that to their first goal in that last game. Remember when they made it 2-1,
Yeah.
and it was off of 80. It was off of Calabaster. I'm pretty sure played it off of 80, and then it went out front for the goal. That was almost identical. I almost like bar for bar, exactly the same as what happened in that last game as 80 in mid-air just plays that around the defender. Cyber plays it once, plays it twice as we got ourselves a 2-1 game.
Well, at least we're not letting Carlton get too far away with it. We're keeping it kind of on par.
Well, in the first 40 seconds of this game, we've seen 3 goals scored. That is, yeah.
Carlton Ravens definitely really proving their worth right now.
Yeah, coming out to fight, especially Maple Bacon going for another goal there. That one popped up with the demo immediately after.
Yeah, Spoon got taken out as another demo comes out as Maple Bacon sends it to the Condors and as they're battling it out here right in the middle.
Yeah, trying to get past this off. Cyber in the position to save that thing and does so. That had such a chance to go. And beautifully played by Cyber as Conestoga is really finding their backs against the wall here. Chunk, though, off the wall, has the boost, gets the flip reset, and tries to play that to Cyber, but cannot. Beautiful defense from Spoon as the Carlton Ravens coming back up with this one. Pass out front, but cannot be played right off the wall. Calabasas following it up with Maple Jordan, but because of that demo that you just saw on your screen, Conestoga's got a real chance to clear this thing out of their zone, and they will. A good bump, a good push, but cannot keep it going. The defense from Carlton in that midfield has been really nice as Chunk elegantly plays that off to the side of the net as another demo comes out.
The ball, oh no!
That's really good stuff. That's a really nice pass. Maple Bacon finds himself in a really good spot here. Spoon recognizes it, plays it towards the net, and just really nice stuff from Maple Bacon. 3-1 is the score.
Trick.
Yeah. Maple Bacon. Wow, this guy's got it.
Yeah. Oh, there goes. Oh.
Yeah, played out front. Just good kickoff. Good kickoff from Carlton to make this thing 4-1. You can see the ball just freezes.
They're about to 5-1 us. Like we did.
Get their revenge
Yeah.
from our first win that we had.
There's still 3 minutes and 4 seconds left of this.
There's a lot of game. There's a lot of game to be played. As the kickoff, not so good this time for Carlton. Chunk can't play the ball, but can play the body. Gets a big demo off, but we see Carlton in our zone, and they've been really putting the pressure on the Condors so far to get this ball out, and they will. Chunk with a good little push up and out, but it's too many defenders.
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
Good
Get
play by
at
Spoon.
least, you know, a little bit of a demo, a little something, something. It's just Chunk that sends it. Spoon saves it. 80 with the attempt, but it goes off to the corner.
That was really nice save. Really good passing play there by the Condors. Just couldn't get to go as that's Cyber meets the ball in the middle, gets the flip reset off, will keep his dribble alive, but cannot keep it going towards the net. The defense from Carlton has really turned it up a notch. Not a single time Conestoga's found themselves with the position with an open net like that. Calebster comes in, and Herb looks real upset.
Hurt is clocked out mentally.
This is a game to forget for the Condors. This has been shocking.
Remember how you said that last round they're having a little too much fun with it? Yeah, I think we're seeing the result of that as a demo comes out.
That's going to be not great for Conestoga. Find themselves in their own zone again with very limited boost here. A shot opportunity. Calebster hitting that thing uniquely off his car after getting a demo. Cyber off the crossbar, cannot get it to himself. 80 with no boost in a dream, picks up that corner boost, comes up with it, but good defense again from Carlton. It does sit right up front. Cyber with no boost gets saved against Spoon now, and the rest of Carlton trying to dribble this thing out. Spoon with no boost, trying to just flick it, can't get it to go. This Chunk alone, but has 2 defenders back. One plays him off the ball, the other plays the ball off the wall, but that cannot get into the Condor zone as 80 plays this thing off the roof, gets one shot, it cannot get it to go. The defense from Carlton has been unreal. I don't believe what I'm seeing, as Coach Hurt doesn't either. I cannot believe this play going back towards the Condors' end. They got to get this thing out. 80 sends that thing not on net because Maple Bacon's there, but it just freezes. Great play off the wall by Maple Bacon. This is just, I'm impressed. I color me impressed because this has been outstanding from Carlton.
This has been amazing play. A Spoon almost gets a 6th goal. Maple Bacon, there.
Yep. I was holding my breath because I knew it was coming. Condors just going, oh man, just going all out for the clears. Can't get it to go, and there's too many bodies. 6-1-ing us like you said they would.
I jinxed it.
That's tough. That's tough. And that's a tough game to rebound from.
And we can still see more goals come out. There's 40 seconds left.
I'm just shocked by how much we're being outplayed in this moment in time.
Seriously, it's insane what is happening right now.
This demo comes out. A little late for that. Spoon just misses the net.
So, okay, Maple Bacon is there. Spoon sends it, but it gets sent over to the Ravens' end of the field. It's back in the Condors' end.
It's back and forth right now. The final 15 seconds have always been kicking off pretty intense.
I mean, the Condors can attempt, you know, a second goal, but that's not going to do anything for them, unfortunately.
It's for the mental. It's feel-good points,
Yes.
as that does not feel good. 6-1. As, yeah, Maple Bacon has been destroying, and it seems like taking advantage of the fact that Condors might be, the Condors might have been downplaying how good they were.
Yeah, I feel like they lied to us.
Well, the standings, I think, lied to us, too.
Yeah.
I'm
are we sure?
shocked.
Those were actually photoshopped.
Yeah, I'm shocked to see
They were
this
not true.
Carleton team is 1-5. They're playing excellent. I guess they're putting it together today because this has been super clean from the opponents, and respect is given where respect is due.
Maybe Carleton also had assignments due, and that's how they ended up 5-1. Or 1-5.
Yeah.
It's just
Assignments.
Yeah.
Yeah, just school. That's what we'll blame
I
it
like
on.
how we're making excuses for them. Where we were like, yeah, it's assignments. You know, Chunk also had assignments. No, they're just playing really, really well. The Condors are really going to have to think about how are they going to return it? How are they going to bring this back? How are they ultimately going to win this? Because they said they were.
And how are they not going to keep getting abused
6-1.
on these kickoff plays? Because the kickoff plays have been just killing them so far. This game starts a little bit cleaner. Of course, I felt like we had already seen 3 goals go down by this point in the game last time. As a demo comes out from Cyber, Conestoga decides that we're going for the demos and we're going to do it early. Another one comes out there as 80, the lone man back, will get the save. A little bit of a little tense moment there as back completely to the ball. As this is a game where it's been back and forth. This is more what I expected.
Yeah, this is what we were seeing a little bit before back in the 3-1 that we had. Is a bit of some bumping goes on between Cyber and one of the Ravens. So we're once again back in the Condors' end of the field.
Yeah, the attackers here, they got boost, but not positioning. Chunk plays this on net. And when I say they don't have positioning, I mean it. I mean they don't have positioning.
Look at Spoon. He bumped it perfectly.
Yeah,
for
right
Chunk.
to him. Right into his loving arms with no one back. That's one where we saw Coach Hurt covering his head in shame. We're going to be seeing that on the reverse.
Yeah. The Ravens coach is going to be like Coach Hurt. As Spoon takes it up, 80 meets him in the air.
Beautiful shot, but just missing the net. Cyber will coerce that ball away from the net as 80 finds this one on the wall with boost. Gets met in midair, but does not get stopped, as this ball will stay in the attacking zone for the Condors. Picking up the boost, they're stealing the corner boost. Was Cyber is able to get that thing for the Condors in their favor. Launched on net with no boost. Calabaster able to make a really nice defensive save. Comes in, Cyber can't make the save either.
Oh.
That's 3 back-to-back shots from Condors, all turned away as we find ourselves back in the Condors zone with the ball on the wall, getting sent towards the net. 80, the lone man back. 80, the one to make the save.
These boys have just been playing. The Ravens returning our early demos to the Condors as Cyber sends it over to the net. Unable to get the shot as Chunk.
Almost gets set up. That ball just hovering on the head of the last remaining Raven. Is coming back.
We're back in the Condors end.
Ooh, this is scary stuff. This is scary stuff as 80 makes the good play to keep this thing out. Coming up the wall with it now. Blocks Spoon from making the play Spoon wanted to make, but will set up Maple Bacon, who sets up Chunk. up on the wall. This ball's a little too high up. It's going to need to be double played. Cyber needed the triple play off that one. He hit it a little too high again as 80 finds this one. Goes for a little bicycle. Can't get it to go, but the Condors still in the attacking zone. Cyber's going to be that third man back, and he's going to have to make a play, and he will up at the top of the wall as the Condors now getting in their nice rotation game. They find themselves in their own zone, but with possession of the ball. Nothing to fear. Chunk's got it. Chunk gets the flip reset, but not quite how he would have hoped it would go. Sets up 80 for an attempt at shot, but gets turned away immediately. Coming back in our zone, Carlton.
Cyber sends it back to Calabaster, who goes up. Lines it for Spoon as it gets shot to the corner with a save. Oh, boy.
Beautiful save there, but wow, this thing has been tense. This thing has been a nail-biter. Both teams have been playing excellent so far, and that's why the score is only 1-0. Played out for 80. 80 gets the shot, but 80 gets saved again. That one, Maple Bacon coming out to save that one. The Chunk trying to just keep this thing alive, keep it alive for Conestoga. He gets back. It's going to be 80 trying to set up Cyber. He can't do it. Cyber out front. Can't get it to go. The ball's been centered, I want to say 4 times now, and just no one's been quite there for it. This thing has been going back and forth. Calabaster in our zone now, and it's going to be good for them.
Oh,
the
no.
demolition is not, though.
No, but the boys are still, it's all either one end of the field in the corners. It's just everywhere but the back of the net for either team right now.
So many demolitions are coming out. We can hear it in our ears as the ball at the top of the map is going to attempt it to get defended against, but will not by Spoon, but the rest of the Ravens there to back up their teammate as Conestoga and the Ravens are in 1 minute left. And I wanted to say a deadlock, but no, Conestoga 1-0 lead, just barely maintaining and playing great defense for it. They've really had their good rotation games. As soon as one man goes up, you got 2 men backing him up as trying to get the clear. Chunk can't.
No.
Good bumps, and there's the goal. Good bumps from the Ravens. Open the net, and Hurd knows it, and he's upset about it. Watch the goal. Maple Bacon, see you later, 80.
Oh, no.
That was a 1-0 game for almost 3 full minutes.
80 got a taste of his own medicine.
Real bad. Oh, wow. As the kickoff here, Conestoga has to score if they don't want to see some overtime.
And overtime is probably going to be another 2 matches of time, judging by how these
How
games
tightly
are
these
going.
teams are playing. Yes.
Cyber, thank you!
Cyber says no. No, I do not want to play in overtime. We're going to just keep this thing going. We're going to keep this thing on net. I'm going to come in with a very nice aerial to put that thing home. No one could get in his way.
Oh my goodness.
And you
Stone
could tell.
face.
You could tell the tense. The air in the room is tense. You could feel it. As Maple Bacon off the kickoff has been good for these plays. Is going to go for the double dunk, but cannot get it. Cyber comes around, stops that thing. Coming around here, Conestoga has to get this out of the zone, has to play good defense with 10 seconds left. 1 goal is the difference maker. 10 as they're finding themselves in the attacking zone. It's going to be one last attack for Carlton.
I mean, Carlton, if they can find a way to keep it up, you never know what can happen, but with 1 second remaining, the Condors are desperately, there it is.
Yeah, as soon as you see 80 hit that thing off the wall, you could say that's a good game. That's a good round. Conestoga back in the win column in what is a back and forth game so far. 1 away from putting the series away. Oh yeah.
My. Oh, my.
Just wild stuff. In a series that was not projected to go this way. I'm sure Vegas and all their betting odds are really happy with how this is going because the underdog is absolutely coming out and killing it right now. Carlton Ravens, and I'll shout out Spoon because Spoon played excellent in that one, scoring the goal. But the Carlton Ravens, led mostly by Maple Bacon, have been playing phenomenal. And this is something that the Condors definitely didn't expect.
Remember how we said earlier that, you know, with the scores, the 5-1 and 1-5, that it was a bit of a reflection? We're really seeing that reflection of skill starting to come out.
We are. These teams are, it's like looking in a mirror with how even they are. Maple Bacon trying to put this thing in, cannot. 2 Condors back on that defense as this thing finds itself in that orange zone. Tries to come around centered, but no one there to put it home. They definitely thought that the goalie was going to clear that out as the shot in off the corner. That's going to get played by Chunk, but it's right out front. Cannot hit it as any of the Ravens as this ball hasn't been touched in a while.
Not really. It kind of just gets thrown all around. 80 did get bumped into the net. I thought for sure that they might have had an opportunity. They did not. Maple Bacon sending it to the corner. Nothing is coming of this ball right now.
Yeah, Maple Bacon tried to get a really nice play, feathering his boost there. Chunk trying to play that over the head of the last remaining defender, and he will. I say last remaining defender. I was wrong. It's Maple Bacon. Very smart to be in the correct position to deny that, as we see this ball just hovering in midfield. Spoon, the first man to get a touch off, as that is in Conestoga's end. It's going to be played to Cyber, who plays that.
To Cyber?
No, sorry, that was someone who played it up. The name never popped up. I'm going to say someone. As here we are, Cyber with the ball in the zone. Ignore the HUD at the bottom. This is 80. I've remembered what cars they're driving.
Okay.
Chunks in the Dominus. Nice from Cyber. In the Fennec. Comes out of nowhere to score that thing.
Chunk's trying to hide his laugh. The cameras see everything, Chunk.
He's proud of himself.
He is.
That was a beautiful pass there from Chunk. Sends it all the way up the field to him. And then, yeah, no mistake there from Cyber. Cyber driving the Fennec, driving the Soccer Mom car. 80 driving the Octane, driving the, like, Rocket League, like, cover car. And then, of course, Chunk driving the Dominus. Ignore the HUD, because this game's Conestoga's found themselves 2-0, but you cannot be comfortable.
Especially not with 3 minutes and almost 15 seconds remaining.
That's too much time. Maple Bacon creative plays, tries to get this thing out front. Cyber, really nice play off the wall. Low. Can't quite get it how he wants it, though.
It's okay. Chunk is able to. He saw the vision.
Saw the vision, as now it's Cyber again. He's been so good at playing this thing off the wall. They go for a little pinch opportunity to send that thing really gunning in the net, but cannot get it to go, as the defending Carleton Ravens trying to get out of their own zone. And not good clear opportunity there.
Chunk,
Chunk has an opportunity to make a few men miss, and
yes,
does!
Cyber!
And Cyber puts it home with a fury. Chunk made 2 guys at least here miss, as you see one miss, and then ducks out Spoon by not sending it on net, leaving it for his teammate. And of course, when he got the captain performing like that, he knows where his teammates are. He knows where Cyber's bound to be.
Got eyes in the back of his head.
Sets it up for him perfectly, although Maple Bacon here, the dangerous man with those air dribbles, does get denied, as Conestoga, real nice play off the ground there from 80.
Gets a demo.
They've been going for that all night so far. Conestoga just hasn't really gone in their favor here, as Chunk creatively plays that, doesn't go for the shot immediately, but gets thwarted anyways by Carleton, as that's a sharp angle shot, cannot go. No defenders back, but 80, very nice play off the wall, very, very smart. Plays it off his own backboard and can start the clear process for Conestoga, but Carleton, they've been too good with their mid defense, not letting this thing get into their own zone, but we see Spoon just whipping on that one. Gets followed up by Maple Bacon, but Conestoga has found themselves in a good defensive hold here.
They really are. There's a lot of close calls. This ball has been right in front of the net as it finally gets sent out. No, Maple Bacon just went,
Better from Maple Bacon. He is too quick, too fast to it. Chunk intentionally plays that off the backboard for 80. Look at Chunk here. This is beautiful. So Chunk plays this off the wall himself. Little tip off the HUD. Boom. Sets up 80.
That is the second time he's made such a beautiful setup for his teammates.
It's the minute details.
Yes.
It's the little things that Chunk has been excelling at here, as we found ourselves in a 4-0 game.
And the ball is once again just sent right up to the mid, as Spoon is the one who takes it over to the Condors end of the field, but the Condors are there to clear it out, get the challenge going.
As no defenders have boost for Carleton, that's what you do. You generate momentum any way you can, playing it back for their own goalie to clear that thing out, and it will work. They found themselves in the attacking zone, but Chunk reads that hit beautifully and has to get an aerial off with very limited boost, but cannot, and that goes in. You see the failure to clear the ball because the failure to maintain boost. If Chunk just had a tiny bit more, he gets over that ball first, but no. The Carleton Ravens make the Condors pay.
Cyber.
Cyber went for it. He tried. As we got the lead pipe smacking sound play for us.
It's okay, Cyber. 80 did it first.
Tried to get the save off, couldn't quite get the hero play. With 1 minute left in a 4-1 game, in a 3-2 series, Conestoga has to maintain their 3-goal lead to take this series for themselves over Carleton, who has been playing excellent for being an underdog in this matchup.
seriously amazing skill set on the Carleton team. The Condors really having to put up a fight, which they weren't really going into this expecting that, as 80 sends it in front of the net as a demo comes out.
Chunk doesn't get to get a shot off. But that was really good stuff there from 80, just creatively playing that to the front of the net. And he wanted to go for himself. I don't know if you were able to see that, but he was going for it. We got a little bit of a different style play coming out here as Chunk was trying to read that thing off the wall, get the slam dunk home like he's 0-1. Shaq was not able to do so, but he does pass it over to 80. Slow plays this thing up the wall, gets the flip reset, and does get the goal with it. That's when you want to clip. That's when 80's going to be saving. Look at his face. He just in disbelief as that's beautiful. Slow play up the wall, flip reset to excellence. Yeah, it's too clean. It's too clean.
It's that controller.
It is.
The Cherry Blossom controller.
Now, for those who don't know, 80, Cherry Blossom controller. Willow trying to steal it. Pinch off the start. Cyber scores. I'm not sure where the defenders went for that one. Why they opened up the middle. Why did no one go for that? I don't know why the defenders for Carleton. Oh, they all left.
Yeah, I think they've given
They
up.
raged. Yeah, they're gone. They were gone already.
Come
That's
on,
why it was
Calabaster,
open.
you got this.
got Calabaster.
You can do it, buddy.
We're cheering for you. As the pinch almost feels like BM now.
Oh, no.
Oh, you know, I was going to... Oh, they're going for the own goal. The double dunk off their own net.
No.
Oh, I think
Come on,
actually, no,
80.
that's 80 going for the psycho, I want to say.
Definitely.
Oh, man, I kind of feel bad.
Oh.
Oh, good. At least that didn't go in. Now, Conestoga. 4-2 win. Great games. Shaking their heads at it. I got to give respect to Carleton. They played really excellent in that one in a tough loss to the Conestoga. They really came out and played. They brought it to us.
They really did.
They brought it to us. Maple Bacon played terrific.
Spoon with some
alongside
very
Spoon,
nice
but I
setups.
will, I will give MVP for sticking around till the very end. I'll give it to Calabaster.
He
who-
tried to make a save.
He tried to make a save at the end and had a ton of really nice assists during that game. So, you know, for sticking it out, for the sportsmanship, you know, we'll give you the MVP. But for the Condors, do you have a player of the night?
Chunk.
Yeah.
It has to be Chunk.
Too many good setups, and then he scored a few goals for himself. If it's not Chunk, then I would give it to the goal-scoring prowess of Cyber, because I felt like we read his name more than anyone else's.
Yeah, I mean, he also kind of got that little tap in on our net, too. I'm definitely going to call him out for that. I don't care.
Yeah, as you should. Make sure you do stick around. We might have some post-game interviews with some of the happy players. Maybe I want Coach Hurd on the mic because I want to hear what he thinks about this type of performance.
Yeah, especially, I mean, Carleton did pull 2 rounds from us, and one of which was a 6-1.
Yeah,
by the way.
they destroyed us in one game. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
They ran us over.
The Conestoga Condors won. But without getting, they got ran over midway through it. Still came out to win it. I was going to call it gentleman's sweep, but they did allow 2 goals, 2 games to be won against them.
It's okay. It's still kind of a gentleman's.
It's close.
Swap.
It's very close to what we saw the last game that we got to commentate as Conestoga. Again, we said it couldn't get up to Daytona, but we've secured second place already. But it just looks all the better. Less losses, more wins. Who could be mad at that?
Maybe Coach Hurd.
Yeah, maybe Coach Hurd for how it happens.
Yeah.
I could definitely see that. I'm very happy we had the player reaction cams, but I'm more happy we had the coach reaction cam.
Yeah, we need more coach reaction cams.
Coach Hurd's been great for it all semester, though. We know when they used to play not at the Varsity desk, when they used to play over at just some of the normal computers in the Esports Hub, we would always have the aerial cam right on Coach Hurd. And he's a man who knows where a camera is.
He does. He really does. I mean, he at one point started bringing notebooks to write on paper and hold it up for us.
So he's a pretty creative man. We'll see if we could get to hear from him, but I do know that we'll at least get to hear from Chunk, maybe Cyber. Maybe we'll get a Meow from 80. Let's take over Leaf X.
Alrighty, guys. Last game for playoffs here, and you guys, came in obviously with a less practice than usual. I want to talk about the game specifically before I talk about the future of this. Did you guys feel maybe okay because of all the homework and that this was closer than I thought it would be?
Yeah, we kind of just didn't take it too seriously tonight.
Yeah.
The scrim, we also didn't really take too seriously because we played against friends and we just had a good time.
Right.
So, yeah, 80 just had some sellage, and Chunk couldn't stay behind the ball a few times. And then I was just playing like, all right, so we just got, we lost 2 games, but yeah, that's basically it.
Do you want to tell me what happened at the end there? And we'll give 80 a chance at the end to redeem himself. But yeah, there was no one on the field left, and he went for a psycho. He's been promising it for so long, missed it. And then what did you do right after to prove it's not hard?
Yeah, so he missed the ball, and I was like, yeah, I would hit that, you know? And he was like, oh, you're lying. So I loaded up free play, and I just hit it first try. Because, I'm not stuck in 1900 like someone on the team. So, yeah, I had to show him, who can actually hit the ball.
I like it. All right, let's get Chunk up here now. I see you practicing right now, too. These guys are all trying to make sure that they can do it. We'll give you a chance at the end of it. Yeah, for that game, it seemed like a lot of fun. You guys locked in at one point because, like, obviously we didn't want to sell the whole series here. I mean, was there a moment where you're like, okay, we got to take this a little more serious?
Well, as soon as we lost the first game, we are like, okay, let's at least get on the board. Get on the board and like let's just stay ahead, and then we can do some fun stuff afterwards. But yeah, after I think the second game that we lost against them, Herd was like, "Come on, guys, seriously, let's get this going."
We saw his reaction.
Yeah, and yeah, so after that, we kind of we played our game until we were in the lead, and then we tried to do some fun stuff.
Well, then at the end, I mean, until you're in the lead, you said you're playing your game. But, I mean, even if you were goofing around after, it still started to look really dominating for you guys. Maybe that's the strat going forward instead of playing your game?
Well, when we're having fun like this, we kind of just play. We're just playing the game. Yeah. And then with the least amount of practice, that kind of that happens. So yeah.
Okay, well, now I'm assuming that you've got those assignments out of the way for you, at least. You guys are going to be practicing up pretty hard, or you still got a lot more the rest of the week here?
Well, I do have like 4 group projects on top of 2 other like assignments that I need to do. But I will have more time to actually play, so that'll be good.
Okay, after you hit the psycho, then back to homework. Okay, all right, go sit down. Let's go. 80, it's been a while here. We took away your privilege, but we gave you a chance to get it back, and you delivered on that. So now you get to talk again. Let's hope that continues. You want a redemption on, I guess, anything these guys have been saying? It's been a little rough. They've had the mic, and you haven't for a while.
Yeah, Cyber Psycho was like 6 bounces, bro. I don't want to hear it.
That's
like...
You still got it, though.
All right.
But really, for you, I guess, I mean, obviously you guys are having fun here. I mean, for the mental looking forward, do you have a lot of assignments, too, or are you going to be able to lock in and get ready for playoffs?
I got quite a few, like especially in the upcoming weeks. It'll be a bit rough, but like I'll probably still be on the game.
Okay. Do you think? One last question. Do you think that cycle that was promised and we saw an attempt there? We would have counted it, even though there was only one person on the other side. We would have counted. Do you think we're gonna get it before this season's end?
It'll be a little tough, but I might be looking out, but Risk nodding no.
Cyber's saying no.
Well, like a lot of the teams that are gonna be left are gonna be pretty good, so like probably won't be an opportunity to like go for one, but like.
But if it presents itself, we'll be looking for it.
I mean, if I see a ball like banging back at my net, I'm third. You know, I'm yelling psycho. You know.
Hey, well, hopefully we can get it. But again, yeah, lock in and make sure you're making the plays that actually matter. You did it. You got through one. You can sit down. And back to coach here. Come on over. I said we saw your reactions there. I mean, there was definitely a point where you're probably like, okay, guys, don't sell this one. I mean, we're locked in, but you still want to lose it.
No, I mean, it's the stars definitely aligned where this could have been a loss with all the schoolwork, the lack of practice because they were busy, having a little too much fun on the field for sure, and like not taking the scrim seriously. Because I mean, honestly, that one's on me. I shouldn't have booked who I booked because they know these guys, so that one's on me. But yeah, it was one of those things when we got to the point where we're literally tied and it became a best of 3, right, with the like arguably worst team in our division right now, second worst team. Yeah, there was a bit of urgency. I probably have a few more gray hairs than I did when we started. But, you know, we eventually did put enough things together that we got it to work. So, I mean, that's been the one thing that we have to kind of grow out of, I think, in the end is, like, when it comes to a team that we don't necessarily need to take as seriously, we still obviously do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because anything can get away from us at any given time. Nothing's 100% guaranteed in Rocket League on any given day, let alone in leagues like this. And I think everybody who plays this game at a decent level knows that like players worse than you, their inconsistency can also almost work better at times, right? So it's one of those. We just got to be on the lookout for it. Take it seriously when it matters, and it matters from here on out. Because like Aiden said, nice to hear from you again, buddy. Everybody's going to be a lot more serious at this point, right? We're going into playoffs, so there's no time to mess around and not be prepared for what's coming.
Exactly. Hey, well, you guys did get the dub today, and again, good luck in the playoffs going forward. And that's it. That is it. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you very, very soon.
Condors Esports is innovating intercollegiate gaming in Ontario and beyond. We've built a community where you can compete, play, and work in a dynamic program accessible from all campuses.
Condors Esports is more than just gaming. Here, you'll find empowerment and inspiration in state-of-the-art facilities equipped with the latest technologies and unwavering support.
We are varsity athletes, turning victories into championships as high-performing gamers.
We are relentless, constantly pushing our limits and pursuing excellence through every match.
We are Condors. Gaming connects us on campus or online, all through best-in-class equipment.
We're building a foundation of experience, powered by our passion, and developing skills that drive personal and professional success.
We are eager students, transforming our dreams into careers in dynamic and emerging industries.
Condors Esports goes beyond gaming, fostering enduring friendships, unforgettable experiences, and meaningful connections.
This is your chance to transform your passion for video games, esports, and technology into something impactful. Learn how Conestoga is introducing Condors Esports to your campus and connect with fellow Condors striving to soar.
We are Condors.
Good luck today.
Thanks, man.
How I'm loving life these days. I see it falling into place. It's coming together. I don't even need to chase it. You see it written on my face. It's the right time, right place. How I'm loving life these days. It's the right time, right place. How I'm loving life these days.